With the many concerns everyone has about COVID-19, one of the big ones you might be thinking about is, how can I safely vote in upcoming elections? The Wisconsin Elections Commission and the Wisconsin Disability Vote Coalition encourage you to protect yourself by voting absentee. Hi, I'm Wendy Hine, Voting Outreach Advocacy Specialist for the Wisconsin Disability Vote Coalition. I'm going to show you how easy it is to request an absentee ballot online. It just takes a few minutes. First, you need to make sure you are registered to vote at your current address and with your current name. Any Wisconsin voter who's registered to vote can request an absentee ballot. Check your voter registration status at myvote.wi.gov. Click on My Voter Info to make sure your voter registration is up to date. So let's go to www.myvote.wi.gov. Please use Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Safari, or Firefox. Voters who use older browsers may run into difficulties. This website is fantastic. You can check if you've registered to vote, see a sample ballot for the upcoming election, find out where your polling place is, update your contact information, and more. Today, we're going to focus on requesting an absentee ballot. Click on the Vote Absentee button. Then type in your first name, last name, and your birth date. It will show if you are registered or not and tell you the address you are currently registered at. If you are not registered to vote, you can register in person at an early voting site or on election day. Check out myvote.wi.gov, register to vote, to register online. If your registration information is correct, go ahead and click Request Absentee Ballot. If it's not correct, click Update Name or Address, make the changes, and then click Request Absentee Ballot. After you've clicked Request Absentee Ballot, you will be asked to confirm your address. It will also ask if you want the ballot mailed to a different address, if you are an active military voter, or if you are indefinitely confined due to age, illness, infirmity, or disability. If you choose the indefinitely confined option, you can self-certify that you are indefinitely confined on the application. This option does not require you to provide a photo ID. Being indefinitely confined does not mean that you cannot leave your house. It just means you have difficulty leaving your house. It is up to you to decide if you feel you are indefinitely confined due to any of those circumstances. Wisconsin does not require you to have an excuse so you can vote absentee for any reason. You will not need to prove why you're voting absentee. Check all the boxes that apply to you on this page and click Continue. The next page is where you will upload your photo ID. If you have never requested an absentee ballot before and you are not indefinitely confined option, you will be required to provide a copy of your photo ID before a ballot will be sent to you. Upload a picture of your acceptable photo ID, usually a Wisconsin driver's license or state-issued photo ID, from your phone or computer. You only have to provide your photo ID the first time you request an absentee ballot. After that, you can make the request online in just a couple of minutes. If you've already uploaded your photo ID, you will not see this page. Then you will be asked which elections you would like to request a ballot for. You can check to receive ballots for the entire year, or you can choose specific elections you want a ballot for. If you've selected the indefinitely confined option, you will automatically receive a ballot for every election until you don't return a ballot. When that happens, your municipal clerk will ask if you want to continue receiving an absentee ballot. Finally, you will be asked to review the information one last time before submitting your request. It will verify your address, where you want your ballots sent, which elections you are requesting ballots for, and if you've successfully uploaded your photo ID. Once you've applied, you can keep coming back to this website to check the status of your application. From the initial request to making sure the ballot was counted and all the steps in between, you can see where it is at in the process for added assurance. Please note that if you submitted a photo ID with your application, it may take a few days for the request to appear on the MyVote website. If you prefer, you can also contact your local clerk to request an absentee ballot by email or mail. It's very important to request your absentee ballot as soon as possible. Do not wait until the deadlines. More people than ever are voting absentee, and the sooner you make your request, the less likely you will run into difficulties with receiving and returning the ballot on time. Specific deadlines are on your screen now. Before you mail or deliver your ballot to the clerk, double check that you have completed all the information on the envelope, including a witness signature and address. Remember, the clerk must receive your ballot no later than 8 p.m. on election day. Postmarking it that day isn't enough. The U.S. Postal Service recommends mailing your ballot at least 1 week in advance for all domestic voters. Disability Rights Wisconsin is available to answer questions about voting, including absentee voting and voter registration. For assistance, email us at info@disabilityvote.org or contact Disability Rights Wisconsin. Check out the Disability Vote Coalition website. It is full of resources. disabilityvote.org. No matter what we are dealing with, we can still exercise our right to vote. Please make a commitment to vote and share this information with at least 2 of your friends.